Yay, back. Things got resolved.
Hopefully.
You called them and you're basically like, what did you say? What was going on?
Oh, I just told him, like, listen, my connection's down again. I tried rebooting it. Uh, yes, my PC is connected via Ethernet. It's not a Wi-Fi issue.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this service for like a month and it's already gone down several times. Like, let's get this resolved.
I mean,
And unfortunately, their call center closes at midnight, so it was like literally, 2 minutes after
they
I
close.
could talk to a person, so I had to leave a message.
Oh.
Okay, I'm loaded in.
Now, my question is that do they do like because less people are online at night? Do do they do maintenance at? I mean, it's most likely for them to do maintenance at night, right?
It is. However, the last time I talked to them about something like this, I was like, yeah, so, were you doing maintenance at that point? And they were like, no, we weren't. So it's like, okay, then what's the fucking problem? And basically it's like, well, we'd have to, like, run a test and see. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it was, like, at 1 in the morning and you're closed. He's like, well, that's why I'm calling you back now. And I'm like, you understand how this doesn't help, right?
I don't have the
And
problem anymore. Jesus.
the guy was apologetic, and it's one of those things where it's like, I understand it's not your fault, not the fault of the person who I'm talking to,
No,
right?
no. But it's like, if they listen to calls, and there's anybody who can change things can listen to this.
You're muscle dude now.
Yeah, he is. You gotta when you go cycle through the different types of characters, their personality kind of comes up. This guy was basically dead asleep on this chair, and I'm like, that's mood. That's my summer. That's my summer vibe there.
He was dead asleep on what?
On the chair, like they're sitting on the chair at the
Oh,
character. So
yeah.
if you go to character select and you go to and their personality comes out a little bit depending on how they sit. He was just like dead, like I'm asleep on this chair, and I thought that was funny. And I it resonated with me. Oops, I fell through the raft. Haha.
Oh, Nibbles.
Did you miss us? Alright.
I doubt they're, well, first off, I doubt Disney's going to make another WreckIt Ralph movie, and second, it would be kind of dark subject matter, but, they've covered online games and they've covered arcade games, but it would be interesting to see how PC games go and to have, like, somebody emulating something like WreckIt Ralph, so Ralph gets to meet Ralph, but like an older version of himself,
Oh.
who's, not like gone to, like whatever the fuck it is, Bad Guys Anonymous or something like that,
Yeah.
and who's still kind of in his old, like, classic self, kind of like, when
Yeah.
Buzz first showed up in Toy Story,
Yeah.
and maybe he is kind of like a dickbag.
That would be interesting. Too bad the second movie was kind of poo-poo bad, and I'm not exactly... I don't know how I would feel. Because the first one was, like, so good. And...
Yeah.
I don't know.
The second one was a big fucking disappointment.
It was...
You
Well,
can
they
say it.
fucking ruined his character. Like, they made him basically... Like... It felt like all the character growth he had just kind of was erased for the sake of plot.
Yeah.
And I'm just not a fan of when they do that. Nope. Do not like.
And the story was kind of lame, and yeah, there was a lot that could have been done
Oh
better.
god, and the shoehorn of the Disney princesses. Ugh.
I don't know. I did find that part kind of amusing.
I
But
mean, I get the appeal of it, but at the same time, it's like,
it would have been fun. Um, I mean, and again, this is one of those things that like pushes a certain limit, which like Disney definitely was not ready to handle at that point. But things like, you know, Disney now owns Fox, right?
uh-huh.
And Fox owns the rights to the Aliens franchise. So it would have been hilarious to have like the Xenomorph Queen sitting in the corner, and every once in a while, just she comments something, but all you hear is, you know,
Yeah.
because
God.
technically she would be like a Disney princess.
Aw, that would have been good. I would have liked that. That would have been funny.
Um,
But
and the where it starts to get like hey there 37, welcome back. I guess to both you and me. But where it could also get dark is essentially like, you know, if you have PC games and the PC gets turned off, where do the characters go?
well, they did kind of cover that in the first one. When a game gets shut down, they just kind of disappear.
Yeah. But the thing is, like an arcade game, technically, it doesn't have, or at least classic arcade games, they don't have, uh, basically everything is stored in RAM.
Mm-hmm.
There is no hard memory. So when something happens, like you power down an arcade cabinet of Frogger, it you know, erases all the data and resets it to its like factory default.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in PC games, that doesn't happen. You know, that data persists,
It's just
but
like,
it's in a dormant state where on
yeah,
one hand it's kind of like hibernation.
it's like
At
time
the same
stops.
time, it's also kind of like being dead and then coming back to life.
Ooh,
Um,
that's yeah, that's heavy. I don't know.
that's why I said like it would be interesting to cover something like that. Um, there's actually a webcomic that some people say is essentially some of the major inspiration behind WreckIt Ralph. It's called Kid Rad. Um, that's Rad with a double D. And it starts off with this character, Kid Rad, who's in this game. Oh, we have another island.
No. So I was finishing the snack that I got.
Moving to the anchor so slowly.
Oh, a big one. No, it's not big. It's medium, but I'll take it. I shall take it.
Can we bring us closer, or?
Give me a second here.
I guess the big question is whether or not you want to go. It looks like if we want to get closer, I'm gonna have to fire up the engines for a moment, which is fine. It's not like it's a big deal, but
Let me take a look here. Yeah, that's a little far for me to swim and not get my ass chewed on.
okay. Stop falling off the platform, Alex. Um, the comic, the website that originally hosted it has gone down, but the entire thing is available on like Internet Archive or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's still safe somewhere online. And after I found out about it, I read it, and it was really good. and it does partially get into like this character lives in their game for however long, and then one day like everything goes black. Well, they do kind of cover that, like when the system gets shut down, they just go dormant and then come back, and the character's stuck in this cycle.
Are we not going to we're not going to the island?
I thought you said you didn't want to.
Oh no, I did. It was too far for me to swim.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can.
No,
fire
no,
it
don't
up.
worry about it. We're already really past it. It's fine. We'll just kid the next one. It's not a big deal.
I mean, with the engines, it'll only take a moment. We'd have to use them anyway.
It's okay.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Excuse me.
There's always another island.
Excuse me.
Nibbles! No! I'm sorry, I didn't get to him in time.
It's fine.
We're at kind of a point where it's just like he just gotta let him take a chunk because there's no way we can get to him fast enough.
Yeah, that's fine. We have plenty of resources. We can, rebuild stuff. In some cases, it's literally easier to just rebuild it instead of try to, fuck around with him. That's why when I'm fishing, I'm constantly running around the raft and looking for any other, blocks that are gone. Anyway, suddenly, at one point he gets turned on, essentially, but he's not, like, things aren't where they normally are. He's like, what the fuck is happening? And, his ROM was essentially uploaded to a emulator hosting site.
Oh.
So now, instead of just being locked away in his own console world, he can interact with people he's never dealt with before. And the story continues from there.
So he's like it's a copy of him.
Technically, yes. But from his perspective, it's still, him.
Yes.
We have a tiny island coming up on the left.
Very tiny. Yeah, we can hit for that.
Okay. Like, they get into some heavy stuff there too, and there's like, have you watched Invincible yet?
I have not. I get it's like thanks to Twitter, it's been pretty much spoiled for me, so I know the big twist, but other than that, how it happens, all that kind of sort of gets up to it is still new to me. It's still unsure to me, I guess is the word. Like, I know, it's like reverse Superman, where it's like, instead of, being sent to the planet to live his life, he was specifically sent to the planet to take it over. So, I know that much.
I'm gonna need to back us into the island if you want to get closer.
I think maybe I can try to... Let me see. Let me just head for it and see what happens.
So one of the people on this super team is Monster Girl. And her whole thing is she can turn into this big, green Hulk sort of orc monster. Which is cool, but it's actually a curse.
Oh,
and the thing is,
like
if
Shrek Fiona from Shrek kind of thing.
No, worse than that.
Oh.
Every time she transforms, it reverses some of her life.
Oh, Jesus. Like she
Um,
gets younger?
yeah. So at some point, like the conversation comes up, and she's, somebody mentions her being a kid, and she's like, "I'm 25, but I'm stuck in this kid's body. Like, do you know how annoying that is? Like, I'm a child. Where will I get a date other than like some fucking creepy pedo?"
Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of the things that also comes up in this comic because you have this one guy who's like the boy genius or something like that. And he's literally like, bro, I'm, 30 years old at this point, but, I'm always going to look like this. I'm never going to change. So, yeah, good luck, like, seeing titties or something.
Wait, oh, so
And
she's it permanently like de-ages her.
it reverses that part, and if she doesn't use the power, then she will begin to age up again. But in this scenario with the comic I was telling you about with the video game character,
Mm-hmm.
they're never going to get younger or older. So this one guy who's like the boy genius, he's literally like, at least in the case of Monster Girl, if she doesn't use her power, she will become an adult again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same concept where it's like, I'm stuck looking this way, and nobody wants this. And there's a lot of stuff where it was like, boy, I never really thought about that. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
So I guess I'm still. So who's the boy genius? I don't.
I was using Invincible to make a comparison to one of the
Oh.
characters in the webcomic.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know who that character is. I just know the main plot with the dad. That's all I really know.
Yeah, and that's why I first explained it with her, and then I tried to transition to the webcomic, or back to it, I should say. But I
Oh,
wasn't
oh,
clear
and
about
oh,
that.
so she's not in the webcam. Like she's in the show.
Yeah,
Okay, I
she's in the
guess.
show, and the webcomic is about characters in a video game.
Okay, I see. I'm sorry. I was thinking like I thought she was in the webcomic, and I'm like, okay, but then who's the boy genius?
Yeah, no, he's the one in the webcomic, and she's the one in Invincible.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's okay. I mean, it'd just be
Um,
easier if I just took the time to actually watch these shows. I don't know. Like it's one of those things where it's like I just, especially in this season right now, it's like getting me to do anything, even when it's fun and things that I want to do, is just hard because it's like
everything feels like poop.
you're just hot, and I'm just my room especially, like I can't open the window because I don't have a screen on it, and basically we live next to kind of a smaller swamp, so you're basically asking for mosquitoes to infiltrate and just eat me alive, and because my room is on the small side with a computer, it gets really hot. So it's
Mhm.
basically like I gotta choose between either getting eaten alive, like even at night I can't open my window without bugs flying in. So it's just, I don't know. Like the
Absolutely understand. I mean, again, like I've got AC now, which is nice, but with with how it was before, uh, at least I did have the option of opening the window, you know,
like
kind of, but
like the thing is, if you want to save money and you don't want to blast AC, to the point where it's gonna, eat you out of house and home. The trick is to open all your windows at night. Maybe run a couple fans to blow the cold air, the cooler end, and then once the morning hits, before the sun really comes up, close all your windows. Um, and that you basically have like a fair supply of cool air in the house without like relying heavily on your AC. But yeah, if you can't open your windows because there's gonna be, you're gonna basically get every bug under the sun to come in and be like, hey, guess who lives here now? Or hey, you look very tasty. Let me, suck you dry. It's just, it's a shit show. And I mentioned that I don't usually deal with brain fog a whole lot, which is true. My brain is always thinking, but it's like, when it's hot, it's like, I guess that's one of the exceptions is if I get sick, and if it's just too hot, where it's like trying to have a cognitive thought is just too much energy for me.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally understand that, and the other problem with me, like if I open the windows again before I got the AC, that would help.
Mm-hmm.
But there are plenty of nights here where it's so hot. It's only a little bit better outside. I mean, it would definitely be warmer if I just kept it shut, but it doesn't, what you were talking about, like opening the house and getting the fresh air in. We can do that in the spring maybe, or the fall, but once you hit full tilt summer, nah. If I didn't open the windows, it would get up to 100 in here. But opening them, I'm still dealing with 80-degree air coming in. So
that's horrible. It gets cool. It gets about down to 60 here at night, which is nice.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, which is nice. But it's at the same time, it's like, unless I can't do much about it if I can't open my window. Because the thing is, the problem is our house. My dad built our house. It was not really meant to be a functional, normal house, because what happened was my parents lucked out with getting this land for a reasonable amount. They got 10 acres.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got 10 acres. I mean, I say we, but it's their house, it's their property. I don't...
Your family got 10 acres.
Yeah, they got 10 acres. They got it, it was one of those right places with right time. This was before our town really took off as far as the tourist thing went. And because now, if you, that's like a couple $1 million for that kind of land. So, well, maybe like just $1 million. But anyway, hang on, I gotta drink some water. But so the thing is, my dad started his own business, and he basically built this giant shop because his first his business was insulation, and insulation takes a lot of materials, especially with there's foam insulation, there's that pink shit, that fiberglass shit, I think it's called,
Yep.
and you need to store that, but you need to store it in cool areas, so it's basically like a 2-story really big shop. And then so he built a so that they had a place to live. He built this sort of side a little apartment area on the side of it. Basically it's a raised basement, a second, I guess so it's a raised basement, so we don't really have a first floor. It's more like our main floor is the second floor, because we have to go through up a flight of stairs to get to it. And then we have the next floor, which was the apartment that they originally were living in, my mom and my dad, and then there's a loft area, and the floor that was under their little apartment, he kind of made that his little oh hey Dave. Oh, that's cute! I like that little tail. I'm just trying to describe our crazy-ass house. Because it is indeed crazy and ass.
Crazy ass house.
But My mom finally took over, made the second floor, the first second floor, like where our living room and kitchen are, so kind of expanded since they were having kids and stuff like that. But still, it's not a conventional house. Like most houses, they cover like a reasonable area on the ground, where ours is almost like a duplex in the city, except we aren't next to anybody. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Unconventional houses are the best. Well, you say that, but then it's like it starts getting old and falling apart, and all the wiring in our house is shot. Like, it's just, you know, it's at a time where it needs to be upkept, but it's so. Like, there's unconventional, where it's, like, built to be unique and fun and intriguing, and then it's just sort of... And then there's our house that's built just to sort of, like... It was second. Like, the shop was first, and then the place where you actually live, it was second. Where in most houses, it's the other way around. You know, you built the house, and any kind of garage or shop or shed, that comes second. And so... we're kind of at, you know, limitations and how they want to expand it, what they want to add. It's just it's a little bit kind of a clusterfuck. Anyway, I'm back. We can get going. I guess having to pull out specific books to open a secret doorway to the bathroom every time would get annoying, especially if you're desperate for pee. Okay, pee. Okay, the bathroom would not be the place to make a secret place. The people who did it right. And I watched them on TikTok. They made their D&D, like they have a special room for D&D that was hidden behind a bookcase. And you open up the bookcase and you go in, and there's like this massive like table in the middle, like a dining hall table almost, and with, you know, libraries along the wall and all sorts of like cool stuff. Like, that would be how you do it. It would be a room that you don't use all the time. You just use it for special occasions. But when you do use it, it's like, wow, this is fucking cool.
We're still going for titanium, right?
Yes. Oh, I forgot to use the... Okay, forget it. Let's just go. I forgot to use the...
I can drop anchor again, you
sure? No, just go. I'm just...
Okay.
This is what happens when I start talking a lot, you know?
I can remind you when we hit the next one, if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're making secret passageway in places that you frequent all the time, then yeah, it's gonna get old. The whimsy is going to fade fast. That's so dope. I know, right? The only D&D I play in a campaign that Alex here is the DM of, and we've only been able to play with remote because everybody's like all over the, west
country.
Well, not over the country, like Oregon, California, and Montana, but still, it's enough to be like, you know, there's no chance of us getting together anytime soon to play. But I would still like to have the opportunity to experience playing, you know, in person. Maybe someday. Someday. I love running my games, though Roll20 is less than helpful at times. Oh, that's what we use.
Yeah.
It's very...
Basically, Roll20 is just used for, like, maps and token placement, then Discord, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah, we could not... Oh my god, trying to get the voice... to voice chat in Roll20... Fucking nightmare. Like, we ended up just going to Discord, and we should have just done that from the start, because trying to get everybody... Like, a problem is that everybody would come in, but you wouldn't be able to hear them, so you would have to refresh to include them. It was a fucking nightmare. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and when you refresh, it might go and fuck up your audio. And, yeah, it was a fucking pile of shit. And then on top of that... Well, at first... I don't remember what the issue was, but I remember that at first we were using Roll20 because there was some issue with Discord. Somebody either didn't have it or...
I think it was 2D. I think we kept on trying to bring him in, and we just couldn't hear him. 5th edition tools is super helpful too. I'm a noob, so I never played any other edition than the one that we're doing.
Yeah, that's 5th. I basically, I use the, I use Roll20 for maps and, token placement. Discord is used for, our calls, our voice, and,
His website, 5E tools. Oh, it's its own website. Jess! Hey girl, how you doing? How you feeling? I know not great, but hopefully it's still better, yes? How's it going?
But everything else I do basically just... Roll20 and Discord essentially act as a virtual dungeon master screen. I still roll physical dice. I still...
Much better. To be honest, I messed up my meds and feel like poo-poo again. Aww. Jess, don't do that.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but the...
It's humorous, but...
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Give it a look. It's super handy for quick searching things. I might have to, because Alex gave everybody a copy of the PDF of the handbook, which does come in handy. It's a great tool, but sometimes just trying to do a Control F and search for things is a little bit, not the easiest. Although, I gotta actually just take the time and write out my spell cards and abilities.
Do you have a printer there?
We have a
at your
printer.
place?
We have a printer, but it's janky as shit. I don't
Okay.
know. It's like, you know how when we first met, we both kind of we bonded over the fact that laptops are shit and just basically made to be disposable computers.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, printers are the same fucking thing.
Yeah, they really are. Unless you get something really nice, yeah, printers are garbage.
Like, we've probably gone through like 5 printers in the last 15 years, and that's way too much.
We out here we have a thrift store where people drop off old printers, and the nice thing is you can get a printer for like $5.
Mm-hmm.
And depending upon what kind it is and how it's built, 90% of the time, like literally all it is somebody did not take care of their shit and it's full of like dirt. It's full of dirt and crap, and if you clean it out, you're good. You literally, like, here you go, printer, boom.
I think some of the worst stuff is, though, is how fucking, like you trying to save money on ink by, like, getting refills or going through, like they basically made printers to where they can detect if the cartridge is a new version of their specific brand, and they won't use anything else. And to that I say, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things I like about a lot of, you hear the phrase, you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And regular inkjet printers are fucking garbage. If you look at the price of printer ink,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is actually more expensive than fucking Dom Perignon champagne.
What?
Like, yeah, because if you break it down per ounce, you get, like, what, 1 ounce of printer ink in a cartridge, and that's like $20. Now, how many ounces are in a bottle of Dom Perignon? Like,
Yeah.
and then you have problems like the cartridges dry out, so even if you're not using them, they're going bad and they still have to get replaced. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But if you bother to get, now granted, they take up more space, but if you bother to get a laser printer,
Mm-hmm.
those use toner. The toner does not go bad. The toner lasts a lot longer. And, I'm not saying I defend the... Oh, we have an island coming up on our right. Ooh, it's a big one, too.
Oh,
It
yes.
even has a bird.
Okay, so let me just catch up with my chat. It's handy for DMs. There's a DM screen function that you can slap monster stat blocks in and stuff. Ooh. You love Rose. I love Rose and Physical Day over Mike and making my players panic. Jess says, I missed so much. What was the last location we last finished? The caravan place? The confusing ass place with all the, like, the deserted city made out of storage containers. That took us a while to get through because it was very confusing and we didn't know that it wasn't really explained to us that we got explosive powder from
Pufferfish.
the pufferfish. Like, I didn't even know you could kill them. Like, I mean, I guess now it's like, oh, of course you could kill them, and it's obvious. But at the same time, it's like I didn't know they were worth killing like that. Oh, okay. The next one you visit is one of my favorites. Okay, well, we've been taking a break from the quest because I'm trying to get titanium so we can get that fucking stupid ass battery charger because I got 20 dead batteries and I refuse to make any more. I refuse. You sure he wasn't there to help? Oh, it's okay. I mean, I looked stuff up. It ended up being okay at the end. And plus,
We have arrived.
You're getting. What do you mean you weren't there to help us? You're just focus on getting better, you silly. We're very capable adults, mostly. Sometimes, not all the time, but you know, most of the time. Or at least Alex is. The jury's still out on me.
Believe you me, I have a very specific skill set, and some things I'm very good at, and others are...
I think that's just, that's just most people. Alright, I'm just doing a few things here before I head out. I need more wood. There's more wood. So we're gonna do this.
Don't forget the metal detector, and there will probably be a shop there, so if you want to drag along your fish or any fucking trash cubes, now is the time.
Yep. Give me a second here. Is that really fucked like that? Oh, man. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God. Alright. Alright, I don't know where to put these, so we're gonna just do that for now. Okay. I've made so much soup! So much soup!
Same with me, except rope.
Soup for days.
Look at that, we have a whole 100 lengths of rope.
Okay, I need to make a new hook. Oh, I had another. Okay, well, we'll do that for now. Where's the new hook that I just made? Oh, I didn't make it. Ah, I'm an idiot. Stupid. Well, I got a new chest once I'm ready for it. Okay. I think that's good. Let me drink a bunch of water before I go.
At this point, I'm still getting like a computer job here or there, but a lot of it is, you know, pretty much dried up. And I was busting my ass, never making any money with it anyway, basically. So it's looking like at some point here I'm gonna, unless, you know, something miraculous pans out, which I am kind of working on something.
Is it gonna be the end of your business?
No, I decided I'm never going to completely close up my business. I'm still going to help some people out, but a lot of it is just like, no, I can't. I mean, you know, with how busy I get and how much stress it is and the fact that I can't make any money with it because a lot of people just treat computers like, well, laptops and printers. It's like, you know, well, it doesn't matter if it blows up, I'll just, you know,
Get a new
buy another one. And then, like, you know, a lot of people don't care about their data, and the people who do wait until their hard drive blows out, and then it's like, oh, great, you know, you want me to recover that? No, I told you, like, that needs to be done first, and I can't do it. You need to send it someplace else, and, you know, if I'm lucky, maybe it's something I can get, like, a referral bonus for, but I'm not going to make that money, you know? And most of the time, unless it's something really important, they're going to have to pay like $2,000 to get that data back. They don't want to do it. So, fucking whatever, you know? It's one of those things where if somebody needs something done, then, you know, happily, I will. But I'm not giving people discounts or bonuses anymore. When somebody's like, I'm on a limited income, I don't have a job anymore. But it's like, you live in a gated community with a giant house and you have like 3 horses.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
It's like, you can cut some corners and figure out how to make this work, right?
Like you live on limited income, but that doesn't mean that you give up yours.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a pig like right by the entrance, so watch out for that.
I'm mostly just puttering about the raft, like making repairs, picking up garbage, and hook a fish. Do you need anything? Do you need your metal detector? Do you need any scrap?
I brought my metal detector.
Okay.
I was capable this one time.
That's fine. I'm just checking, and you know, since I'm just doing busy work here, it's not like it's hard for me to you know, run that stuff out to you if you left it.
Where is this? Nope, it's not up there. Just let me into it would be down here, right? No. Over here. Fuck. I'm a little confused. What's going on here? Not in the water. Is titanium the super shiny ones? Oh, it's the... I guess so? It's just scrap pile. Cool. Thanks for that. Oh shit, I do need to come back for, Okay, hang on. Let me come back for...
Is there anything you want me to run out to you?
No, I'm like right here. I can just grab it.
Okay.
Oh, here's a goat! Are we ready for it? We're not ready for animals yet.
We're probably gonna need more space, and that means we'll need at least one more engine.
The one you find underwater with your hook are the ones in crates. It's the one in crates. I looked it up. Basically, titanium... The best way to get titanium is through treasure hunting.
Fucking bird.
And with the metal detector. Like, that's the best way to do it. That's what the wiki said anyway.
Wiki.
I ended up just looking stuff up when we were at the caravan island because it was just too fucking confusing to... It's like, what do you want from us, island? What do we do? Oh, we do that. Well, you didn't make it obvious.
Yeah, if they would have had some sort of, like, one of the notes. Say, you know, oh yeah, we need some blasting powder to finish the rocket. We can pick it up from pufferfish. And it would have been like, oh, okay,
we can.
there's an idea.
That's something we can do. Like, I think it's just the way that Alex, both and I don't play. We're not exactly the type of players that our first thing to do is to kill everything in sight.
Yeah.
That's just not the kind of players we are. So of course we're not going to be able to find that on our own, because killing a pufferfish isn't really something that's off the cuff. Something that we seek out doing.
Yeah, especially if it's like, okay, something is a hazard, you know,
yeah,
but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you just avoid it.
Yeah, if you can avoid it, then you avoid it, or if it has resources, then you take it out. You know, there are certain things that are like, oh, this is obvious. You know, you're gonna need, like, you can make use of, you know, birds or pigs or whatever. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But pufferfish, you know,
yeah,
we haven't picked up any sushi recipes for fugu, so we aren't really going to be looking to gain anything from it. And, you know, pufferfish don't really contain blasting powder.
Yeah, no, not really something they are known to do. There's a bunch at the next location too. Titanium, you mean? I just need one more. Like, if I can just get one more piece of titanium, then I will have enough to make the battery charger, and then I'll be happy. Like, we can move on to the next location. Probably not tonight. Like, we're about, you know, we've already been streaming about close to 4 hours at this point. But
it's a little closer to. Well, no, we're back up. We're approaching a fourth, I guess. But I don't know. I'm thrown off because of the fucking internet shit.
Yeah, his internet crapped out, and he had to reset his. Okay, so I gotta kill a pig.
If it was just resetting stuff, I wouldn't mind as much, but.
Pig. Oh. Well, that wasn't too bad. See, I only knew about the pufferfish because I found a recipe with its head on it, so I killed it to make soup and then got the powder. Yeah, I read about the recipe on the wiki, but we haven't seen the that specific recipe yet. But, you know, recipes are completely RNG, so how would we know? I don't know. Apparently you can buy titanium too, but I think it needs to be tier 2 or tier 3. Looks like it's tier 3. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, like laserjet printers, they run on toner, and because of the way they're built, they're a lot less, let's say, intricate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they run on the same technology that was used to make like copy machines. You know, way back. Fuck, I don't even know when copy machines originally first were created. But the technology's old, it's refined, it's kind of dumb in the good way. It's simple. Whereas a lot of inkjets, you know, they, the print heads get jammed, the fucking toner cartridges run out. If you have one of the ones that has a ink or a printer head that isn't part of the cartridge itself, then you have little channels that pump ink from the cartridge to where it actually gets used, and those things can get blocked and clogged if it sits too long and doesn't, you know, nobody uses it to print.
No, like, the ink starts to dry. Oh
Yeah. They're really built dumb.
Like, everything could go
So,
wrong, yeah. From what I've read, though, is that there are color laser printers now, which
oh yeah,
might be... Because I always thought they were only black and white, but maybe that's just how they were for a while. But if there's color ones now, that'd be the thing probably to look into.
yeah, I actually have one.
Ooh, are they nice?
It's okay. Um, it does a decent job, and again, it uses toner. Before, um, they had to have, like, the original LaserJet printers were just monstrously huge. They were like copy machines, right? And these things would cost like $4,000, and that was just black and white. And over time, they've gone and reduced them down. So the one that I have now, I was lucky. It was actually one of the situations where I didn't get fucked over in a deal, where a client traded me work for this printer. And basically, it was just dirty. That's the other thing, too, is they're really easy to clean and maintain because they don't have these tiny little channels. They just have rollers and gears, and if something does go wrong, you can literally open it up, yank the parts out, buy replacement parts, and shove them in. And it keeps working again, like a fucking engine.
Dang.
It doesn't, it doesn't do a bunch of the dumb shit that the inkjets do. I digress. I was able to clean it up, and it's full color, and it also has a scanner on it as well. So it's just kind of a, fuck you, Nibbles. It's just kind of an all-in-one solution that really works well. And, the toner cartridges can be expensive. If you buy them from the official, manufacturer, you can be paying anywhere from $50 to $200 per toner cartridge.
Ooh.
But the thing here is, because toner's a powder, it doesn't dry out and it doesn't go bad. If it ever does start to act up, you literally pull it out, you bang it around a bit, you put it back in, and it works. Because when it's acting up, it's usually just because the toner isn't sitting in there properly, or it's taken on a static charge, or it's holding on to the inside of the container. So when you rough it up a bit, you're good.
Dang.
It knocks everything loose. And every one of these toner cartridges is designed to put out 1,000 pages, right? So if I go through, they're also the inkjet printers. Part of the reason, and again, I'm not trying to defend how companies do this, because to me it is scummy with how much they charge for ink and that they put all these proprietary blocks in there, right? That's part of how they make their money, though. The printers are not horrendously expensive, and they work for a few years and they fall apart. They don't make that much money on the printers, they make their money on the ink. But when you buy an ink or a LaserJet printer, the printers are expensive, so they actually make money on the printer, so they're less picky about the type of toner that goes in there. And because of that, you don't have all these stupid safeguards and whatnot.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and buy aftermarket toner cartridges for I think the last time I bought mine was, well, when I got the printer and I cleaned it all up, I bought one of each, and they were $50 a piece, so it was $200 for the whole thing. One for black and then yellow, cyan, magenta. Since then, and this has been over 6 years, I want to say, maybe even longer, I've only had to replace black.
Wow.
And even then, I think I'm getting close to having to replace yellow or blue. I don't remember what it is.
But have to talk to my mom about getting one, because the thing is, sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, you're fine.
Basically, it's going to be a point where I want to start printing stuff out for artistic reasons, maybe to make maybe to make prints or stickers or stuff like that. If a laser printer is the way to go for that stuff, then that would be definitely a worthwhile investment.
The only thing you need to be careful of, and specifically this is like with stickers, you need to make sure that whatever you're printing will go through the laser printer properly, because it has to go around a roller in the way that, because it doesn't use ink, it uses a powder. The powder gets magnetically charged to the paper in like layers, and then it goes over like a flash heater basically, which melts the powder to the paper. It's really good, and it actually, whereas ink, you get it wet and it runs, because the powder is almost like a very thin layer of like
Here, I got something for
melted.
You. Yeah.
Raw catfish, thank you. Because the toner is almost like a very thin layer of like melted resin or enamel or something like that. It doesn't normally bleed when you get it wet.
Let me catch up on chat here. The moment when you forget you went onto a stream after putting away a box of lasagna, you start hearing voices come out of your pocket. Woo! I love when someone can be fixed with percussion engineering. Percussion? Percussive? Okay. Stickers, it is usually easiest to order them. Printing and cutting them can lead to so many issues. Yeah, I know. Like, there's crickets or silhouettes and stuff like that. I probably will order them, but even if it's just like for personal stuff, I often think about, what kind of printer I want to get to that. But, if lasers can't really handle all the specialty paper that...
Oh, I can run fucking poster board through there.
Okay.
Or cardstock, and that's fine. The only big issue is stickers, because the stickers, when it heats it to adhere the actual layer of the print, it might melt them, and if that sticker, the adhesive, doesn't play nice with the laser printer, you'll get goo all over the inside of the printer. You need to do your homework on that and see what it's rated to handle and how the stickers hold up and whatever. But regular paper, cardstock, basically as long as it's just paper, you're fine. It's when you start getting other adhesive materials or plastics in there that you start running into a problem, just because of the temperature that it... Because like when it prints it, it'll actually come out like, not hot, but warm. Oh, do we want to get moving again, or are you going back onto the island?
I was full on shit, so I had to come back in. Percussive, hitting it to make it work. Oh, okay. I'll never forget the time I killed my dad's laser printer with my insane amount of printing XMen fanfiction when I was 14. Oh my god, Jess. He still has no clue. I'm gonna tell him. Oh, let me guess, this was XMen Evolution. Because that was the show, that was the edgy teen show where everybody was in prime shipping form.
I will say, if a laser jet actually died from something like that, then it probably wasn't a great laser jet.
Oh.
'Cause that's the other thing. The things are meant to be workhorses. They're meant to be like used at an office, where it might take like a minute for it to load a job into the printer, but once it actually gets it, it should be designed to handle print jobs of like 100 pages or so. Yeah.
I'm just not gonna say my ship. I mean, who was the edgy guy of the show? Who was the edgy dark guy of the show of X-Men Evolution? Like it was X-Men Evolution, right? Can you at least confirm that? Because I know there was the original X-Men show, but like X-Men Evolution was made to have those characters be shipped. It was a combo. So, okay, the combo between the two shows. All right. Was one of them with Gambit? You seem like somebody who would like Gambit. Maybe Nightcrawler too. He's a tortured soul.
Never really watched X-Men, but even I know that like Gambit was a big deal.
Gambit's
Everybody
like,
loved Gambit.
yeah. I have binders full of them, lol. Oh no! I'm gonna visit you and go snoop. I just need 2 more. I just need 2 more to get to the next level. I still have one binder with my favorites. Tell me! I promise I'll only make fun of you a little bit. I'm sorry. Like, when do I make fun of your ships? When do I ever do that? Oh, just a lot. Just a little! Like, you know, the regular amount of fun making I do. Was it Wolverine and Jean Grey? I mean, that's somewhat canon. But I wouldn't really call you someone who's like the most canon of shippers. Was it Rogue and God. Not canon, you'll never guess it. Oh no! Now I have to know what it is! Yay! Now I can go to tier 2.
Professor X and Colossus.
Was it Professor X and Magneto? Was it... You gotta tell me now, you have to tell me. Was it... God, I'm just trying to remember all the characters' names. Was it... Oh my god. You too? Look, we don't know. We don't know. Like, we don't know the popular ships. Am I really gonna blow all our trash cubes on this?
We've got plenty.
I took all of them, and I got 6
That's
left.
fine.
Okay.
We've got plenty of other garbage to throw in there too. I mean, the only reason there isn't more is because batteries.
I also really want this. I'm taking that binder with me to my grave. No, you gotta tell me now. You have to. You need to tell me. Did I? Have we even named one or both of the characters? You named one of them. Okay, we named one of them. So what's another character that I haven't named yet?
Well, we know it's not me since she can't hear me, so.
Well,
So we know it's.
She can hear you.
Oh no, that's right. Of course, Discord. She can't read my chat.
Oh.
Well, assuming, but I mean that's irrelevant. God damn.
No, we're talking about X-Men characters. What's an X-Men character that I didn't? That we. She said that we've named one of them. One of the people in her
Could be
ship. Professor
Professor X or Colossus.
But
Not both of them.
But who's the other one we haven't named yet? Saber. What's his name? Sabretooth? Is it Sabretooth and Wolverine? Jess. Jess? Is it Sabretooth and Wolverine? Is it Sabretooth and Wolverine? Would be the most angsty ship. That would be, in fact, the most angsty of ships right there. And angst is right up your alley.
Colossus and Juggernaut.
Colossus and Juggernaut. No, Juggernaut's not much of a like, it's gotta be someone somewhat hot, I guess.
I'm just trying to come up with funny answers.
Oh, okay. You're dying? There's also Jubilee. Is Jubilee one of them? I mean, it's gotta be embarrassing too. Like, it's gotta be like something that might seem funny, but it's gotta be embarrassing if it's you know, not ironic.
I don't think you've said Storm yet.
Oh, Storm. Of course, is one of them Storm? Storm's a pretty lady. I like Storm. I think it's embarrassing. Come on! You can trust me! What part of me isn't trustworthy? I mean, it can't be more embarrassing than your other ships. I'm sorry. That was a mean thing to say. But kind of true. Do you ever set up your bees bee? No, not yet. Stop changing the subject. Hush your mouth. Oh! Not canon. And we named one of them. I don't know who else is there. Like, oh, there's XMen. There's Cyclops. But nobody likes Cyclops. I remember, whenever I think of Cyclops, I remember how Alex said that I think we were talking about suspension of disbelief, how yours is broken with Cyclops because there's nothing in the human eye that could mutate to a point where it can be laser vision, right?
Basically, yeah. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, what a cool idea, but the way that the eye works is just like, no.
It wouldn't work. Not even a fantasy setting, huh? I mean, I guess
Let's see here. First off, if he had some way that he could focus like laser beams out of his eyes, he could also see like a fucking telescope. But
like Cyclops, I would say, is the Raul of the XMen series, where nobody likes him in the same way. But he's such a main character and the main love interest of Jean Grey, but nobody likes him. I just like Cyclops. See, I knew it. He's like, am I right, Jess? He's the Raul of the XMen franchise. He's a main character. He's technically the most popular and canon pairing to go with Jean Grey. But nobody likes him, so nobody really goes for that ship. I have a feeling that Wolverine is one of them. He's definitely the Ralu of the franchise, and his whiny white rich, he's a whiny white rich boy. Yes, exactly. Okay, let me... So that means that you ship Wolverine and Jean Grey. Is that your embarrassing ship? That's kind of canon. Like they have a little. They're not. They're not official, but they have a fling. Nope. Okay, fine. Be like that. Ooh, shark dinner recipe. Let me take a look at this.
Going out again, or we shoving off?
Give me 1 second to You can just stop guessing. No! I want to know who it is! Like, this is gonna be the main thing of all of our conversation until you tell me. Like, every time we start a conversation, I'm gonna be like, so, about this ship that you have, that you're too embarrassed to tell me, what is it? It's gonna occupy my mind and my thoughts. And I'll never stop asking you. Never. It'll never be over. Alright, just give me 1 second to, one last trip to the island where I'm going to use the metal detector to just give it one last sweep, and then we can head off.
Okay. I'll just be fishing in the meantime.
Yeah, it works.
Bustle, bustle, bustle.
Juicy sweet! That's not his voice, but that's what he says. At some point, you're gonna get inventory upgrades. Cool. Stop changing the subject. What's this ship of yours in the XMen that you're too embarrassed to tell me? Tell me!
Professor X and Beast.
Professor
They got
X
that
and
big
Beast.
brain relationship going on.
Oh, Beast! Oh, I forgot. I can't believe Beast is like my favorite one. I can't believe I forgot about him. I love Beast. I love the whole monster with an intellectual monster. Like, that's one of my favorite tropes. I love Beast. I can't believe I forgot about him. I feel bad now. Is one of them Beast?
Not werewolves. Well, why wolves?
Oh, this bird wants to kill me dead. Oh. Nope, leave me alone. Come on, I saw a beep over here. Uh-huh. Up? Do I go up? Come on. What's this? Planks. Yeah, we're good off wood. Just has stopped responding to me, so it must be Beast. Your silence says it all, sweetheart. Not Beast. Okay, fine. Although any pairing with Beast would have not, I would have not been like, oh, but yeah, any pairing with Beast is a good pairing because Beast is a great character. Like he's cuddle worthy of everybody. I mean, is everybody cuddle worthy of him? I can't say. No, go away, go away, go away, leave me alone. No, over here. Where is it? There we go. Let's dig this up before I get hit in the head. Oh yeah, it's a safe. Oh, thank God. Owie.
Good luck.
Alright, nope, I got it. We're all good. That gave me the titanium I needed. So it seems like there's at least 2 spots on the big islands. Which you'd think would be more, since small islands have only one. But I have named them both by now. Oh, okay. What's the one of the more recent ones? Storm? The one in Storm? That was one of the more recent ones. Alright, now we can shove off. What's this? A cassette? I guess maybe we get a cassette player at some point?
You've got a thing
That's
on your face.
Oh, do I? This is what I spend our hard-earned trash cubes on. By the way. I'm sorry, but I needed it.
Oh, it is fine. It is totally fine.
Who is B? Not me! This is, I can't see myself, but this is what I'm wearing, by the way. The Groucho Marx glasses. Personal fave of mine.
Okay. I will back us up, and then I will get us sailing, and then...
You want to call it?
No, I can go a bit longer.
Okay.
I was just going to say, like, if you've got the...
The coordinates?
Yeah, if we're all good for the battery charger, then I guess build that, and we can...
Yep.
Start. You were supposed to turn off. Come on.
Oh, let me make you that... Let me see here. Where's that engine control? Allows you to control advanced anchor and all engines from one spot. Oh, nope. I won't have it. That's like 6 titanium eggnog. And I need...
Yeah, I'm not in a rush for it. I mean, it would be...
That'll be the next thing to make.
Yeah.
The techno cassette is always blasted on my Raft. Oh! Let's get Sandstorm on there. Nothing like playing Sandstorm music, the Sandstorm song in a game called Raft when you're out in the middle of the ocean.
That would be funny though. Just imagining like going, you know, out wherever, drifting through the waves, and then in the distance you start hearing doodle-doodle. You're like, what is that? And just as this other raft drifts closer, you just keep hearing doodle-doodle, and just like flashing lights coming up from the horizon. It's just fucking like Ray's boat.
It would give like a Mad Max feeling to it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I did enjoy the movie, but I don't know, like when it came out, people went absolutely crazy for it, and I was like, oh, it's a good movie, but I didn't see why people absolutely went batshit over it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go and watch the originals at some point, because I've heard how good those are. The only one I've actually seen is like Beyond Thunderdome or something like that, which a lot of people say is the worst one. I didn't hate it. It wasn't a bad movie. I just kind of meh.
I haven't seen any of the other ones. I mean,
when I saw it, I didn't even. It wasn't an elected thing. It was just on television. I was like, oh, I've heard good things about this. I'll check it out. And like that was it. But yeah, I agree. When you know, when Fury Road released, I was like, I don't really see the big deal.
I mean, it was a good movie, but I don't know. I guess it was just, I don't know. It just didn't flick on for me like it did for a lot for other people. Yeah. All right. We got, we have all the, where's the, okay, there it is. Okay, so what else I need here? I need...
I've had that with others, too, to be fair, like... You know, everybody talks about The Godfather, and when I finally watched it, I was like, it's a crime movie.
I mean,
Whatever.
I haven't seen The Godfather, but I can definitely see that it's one of those where people hype it so much that when you finally watch it, it's just like you're expecting it to absolutely drop dead wow you, and it just can never live up to your expectations just because of how much people hyped it.
Now this is okay. This is just a personal. I can't even say opinion. I guess it'd be like a theory. Um, when it released, you hadn't really had movies that had been like as brutal or merciless as it was. So some of the stuff that it it portrayed was shocking and harsh, and that's very striking and, you know, carries a strong emotional charge. So when somebody has experienced this for the first time, that does leave, like, you know, a resounding note in the brain, right?
Yeah.
But media and cinema have changed a lot since then, and you have stuff like Game of Thrones. If you've seen Game of Thrones and the Red Wedding, you know what I'm talking about. And that still hits that same level of brutality where you go, oh fuck. You know, I'm not saying that makes it good or bad. Obviously, something like that is not the only thing that should make a film. But some of the things that were groundbreaking at the time, I don't want to say they suck. It's not that they're necessarily mundane now, but they don't leave the same impact they did, you know. And that's still just me, you know, basically blowing shit out my ass. I don't know. All I know is, to me, it just felt like
Didn't feel like as strong as it could have been.
it to me it just seemed like, meh, it's a crime movie, whatever. You know, it had mob bosses and it had some cool ideas and whatever. That was about it. And yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with these beehives. Oh god.
Oh, that's where you put it. Okay.
I might need to reorganize this area. Because it'd be nice to keep all the cooking things together and all the other shit together. I don't know. Ah. Itchy. Okay.
Can you tell when the battery is fully charged?
I think it will stop. Or I guess you could technically take, oh yeah, you can take one of them out of it.
Okay.
So, wasn't quite all the way there, but it was getting close.
I haven't been fucking with the batteries much, so it's hard for me to tell.
Basically, the lights, green means it's fully charged, yellow means it's
Partial.
Partial, and then red it's like dud.
I mean, I figured that much out, but the difference between, like, some of the shades of like it. I've really only looked at it when the trash compactor's running,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't seem like it's an immediate shift. It just kind of does a slow transition between the colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell, like, fully charged green versus, like, partially. No need to stop for more islands yet?
No, I just, I'm probably ready to call it here soon. I'm getting kind of tired.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Are you getting tired?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess your sleep schedule's kind of all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually all over the place, and then especially after, like... Havoc, hello! How's it going, dude?
Well, mine's mostly over the place too, but it's mainly been kind of normal. Kinda. I've been usually staying up late and then tried to get some time in the morning to be awake too, to get some, early day stuff done. But then it's like once midday hits, I'm like, oh, time to just be dead, because that's all I'm good for. I guess what I can do is I can plug in the coordinates, and we can just start heading over there before we call it.
Yeah, we can set a path.
All right, so we're going to Tangaroa, 9235. Oops. Oh. 9 2. All right. So as I guess we're actually kind of heading towards it.
I'll just
Because we're floating basically the left of our boat is the direction we're floating, right?
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we are kind of heading towards it. So I guess you don't need to do anything right now.
Oh, we have so much wood, I'm just gonna kick the engines on and start. So this is, it's just called Raft, and imagine a game that's kind of set like in a Waterworld scenario. You,
Now it's gosh, how do I explain this? It's if consider the front of our boat, it's off to the it's a little bit off to the left now. So if you want to turn a little to the left, and stop. Okay, now it's dead ahead.
Cool.
It's about 2,000 meters away, so we got time.
Kilometers. Nice. Most of the world is covered in water. There's fucking garbage everywhere that you can collect and use to repair or build your raft. And there's other, tech that you find along the way, like engines. And then you have kind of like the Minecraft survival element.
Well, one of them.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, that's like the easiest description for it.
Thanks.
Constantly being chased by a shark. It tries to tear down our raft once in a while.
Yeah, you can't go in the water unless you want to get your ass beat a bit. Good times.
Sometimes we can kill it, but it eventually respawns. But when you do, it yields shark meat. So that's cool. And,
Oh, Jess, are you still there? So the mortuary assistant got a full release. And, I don't know if you remember it, but you actually got me to play the demo on stream. And I remember it being really good and very spooky. So I think that's on an agenda on something I want to stream. Because, you know, you made it very clear. It's fun to watch me get all spookied. What was it? The mortuary assistant. Look it up in Steam. It's where you come in and there's you're a mortuary assistant and there's a dead body and you have to embalm it. You'll have to watch me get spooked. Good to know! Apparently me being scared out of my mind is entertaining. I think one of the first horror games I played was Layers of Fear on stream. And I really psyched myself out. Because I didn't, for a long time, like, I was not a horror person. I didn't like watch horror movies. I got horrible nightmares from them as a kid. But now as I play games, I'm starting to get it. I see the thrill. Can't wait for the beast screams. Terrible!
we've just been kind of chilling playing this Havoc. It's been a decent night. My internet crapped out for a little bit.
Luckily it didn't crap it out the whole night. Just part of it.
I'll be talking with them tomorrow.
Hardly ever that lucky where it's just, oh, we're not gonna work for you just for half hour instead of, like, you know, for the rest of the night.
Yeah. We're still on target.
Just need a little bit to the left there.
Alright. Oh, did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Right now, mortuary assistance on, well, sometimes when the game just comes out,
man.
out, they'll put it on sale. So I just need to come up with the money to get it. But I really kind of think that would be fun to play on stream. You want to see this? Oh God.
It's always nice to have you stop by, dude. And
have a good night, Havoc.
You and I gotta play something soon. Once B gets the Turtles game, maybe.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah, see, I need money.
Havoc was the one. Yeah, Havoc was the one who alerted me when it originally was announced, and then it was his birthday, right?
Aww.
Right when it was releasing.
Toidles.
We'll figure something out at some point.
I gotta start doing commissions so I can get some money. Because it's like... everything costs money and it's hard. It's... It's on the agenda. It's just... once again, I'm gonna say it because I'm a fucking broken record. Summer is a really hard season for me. And I'm not exactly in the best environment to stay cool and comfy and get stuff done.
Well, I do not think this is the island that we're shooting for.
I know, right? Stupid money. Make hugs a tradable commodity. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, no, the island that we're shooting for is still 1,700 meters away.
All right, we'll
go around.
We can just go around.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a very interesting looking rock.
Maybe worth to do this now.
Havoc says good night, B.
Good night. Sleep well, man. Hope you're doing okay.
I need to call you soon too. Oh. Hey, that worked.
Oops. Oh. Woo. Just not used to turning where I stay the same direction that I'm facing. Not used to that. Alright, are we back on the course? Little to the left. And stop. Just a smidge to the left. Just a smidge. Smidge to the left. Perfect, stop. Perfect. Yeah. Since we're... that works well enough. Alright. I still need to play Visage, which was a game that just got me. And then I picked up a few other horror games that I think will be fun to play. Maybe I'll like do like a spooky Saturday thing. Like I like to get to a point where it's like maybe like one day is a community day where people vote on what they want to see me play, and then maybe like one day is like a theme day. Spooky Saturday, yeah! I guess the thing is, though, what would be the best time to play? Because Dave's all the way over in the UK, and then I have a lot of friends who are East Coasters. So it needs to be, you know, early enough to them so they're not, you know, dead asleep by then. Waves in the UK.
Depending, yeah, depending on...
Oh yeah, Halloween is coming too. Dang.
Yep. I think when October hits, I'm basically gonna just start going through because I have like Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Well, there was that thing where you basically played a different scary game each day, but you never finished any of those games, and I like to see you actually finish a few of them.
Well, if there's one that you want, then let me know. It was just, I mean, like, the whole point of it was to get a large, variety and showcase some of the stuff that's out there. Um, but
Waves and fake freedom. Jess! Jess, who told you you can be funny? Yeah, where's the lie, though? I guess the veteran bill finally got passed, so...
oh, is that the one for, like,
to give them the health benefits after they, was breathing toxic gases, like the first responders for 9/11. Like the government kept screwing them over.
yeah. Well, I mean, like, anybody who's been in the military, if you talk to them about the VA, the organization that handles all their benefits and care and everything else, it's always a struggle with them. And I don't know if you ever watched the channel Chubby Emu.
I don't think so. I've been watching Jon Stewart, and he's been a big advocate for it. And apparently, the governor of my state, John Tester, governor of Montana, has been a big advocate for it too. So that's a nice feeling that at least the politics for our state, despite it being a very conservative state, aren't completely horrible.
Yeah, that's one of the things that really got under my skin about it was like, I don't want to necessarily say that anything is an absolute, but a lot of conservatives tend to be pro-military. But then
when it comes to actually taking care of the people, yeah,
served, it's like, well, good job. Now fuck off. It's like no, this goes both ways.
I need channel point things to claim. Oh, yeah. I'll get to that point. It's another thing, man. Like another thing I gotta do. Right now, I think I need to get those emotes done because I got like 13 slots that I need to do. Redeem for hydrate for 100 bees. Oh my! Should that be my currency? Bees. I really like that.
Make
actually.
them honeycombs.
Redeem hydrate for 100 bees. Bees! Channel things. Sing a song about my name for 30 seconds. Oh god, no! You guys are gonna turn me into a performing monkey! Nobody wants to see that!
Dance, monkey, dance!
Nobody wants to see that!
You could make your channel points honeycombs.
I could.
That would be kind of cute, but I do like the idea of just bees.
Bees! Let me release the bees. Like that Oprah gift where she's like, bees! Y'all get bees! I was gonna do something whimsical and corny though, but I guess bees is the winner here.
Whenever somebody does a point redeem, just by default it plays a, that GIF, and then fucking what's his face going, not the bees, not the bees,
not the bees, no,
they're in my eyes.
Honey hexagons. I do like hexagons.
Yeah,
but
B likes the shapes.
I do like shapes. B likes shapes. I guess I can have 2 channel point rewards. I can have one through Twitch and then one that's another one that goes through Streamlabs. So we'll see. I don't like the thing is my name's B, but I don't exactly have a B thing going on here. So I'm not too sure how much I want to lean into to B stuff. But I do like the channel points being just being a bees. Have a handful of bees. There you go. You're welcome.
Promise, any sensation you might feel is just them saying they love you.
Yes. Those are called butt hugs.
Yeah.
Just like how Nibbles gives you teeth hugs. Oh! We are coming up on something. Speaking of, a honeycomb hexagon look, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Sounds like we're hitting where we're supposed to be.
Supposed to be?
Uh-huh.
Jess says that this is one of her favorite places, so I'm having high expectations. Although we're probably gonna end the stream, end it before we actually hit it.
Yeah. Man, this is weird. Most of these are hexagons, but every once in a while you get one that's a pentagon. That bothers me a little bit.
See, you like symmetry too. Well, it's not. I guess it's not symmetry, but it's, you know, a pattern. Hexagon.
I do like
oh,
it.
oh, okay. So it's not. It's a hexagon, but then like the one that's in between them is a pentagon. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so it's
No,
like.
just
Oh,
every
this
once
is
in a
the.
while.
This was like the city that was in one of their notes. Those are like
Yeah.
skyscrapers.
The floating cities to try and like
Bee
escape
butt
the flood.
wiggles. I mean, the combs start as circles, then gravity does the rest. Yeah. Basically, the walls kind of press up against each other and form hexagons. Let's see here. It is cool looking. Let me take a look here. Oh, is it just floating? That doesn't make much sense. I thought it would be like skyscrapers that are pushed up against the like that are high enough to breach the sea. But it looks like it's a floating island. I mean, I would look closer if I wasn't constantly at being at risk of getting eaten, but you know. Release the bees, redeemed just to spend points just to play not the bees gift. Yes. That would be cool. I like that. It's things to work on. Like, I would need to figure out how to do that, period. Like, I don't have any bots right now. Like, that's another thing I gotta work on, is get bots up there. Man, who knew that streaming would be so much work? I didn't sign up for that.
I just want to play games and make money.
I just want to play games and make money. Exactly.
Ugh.
So you want to call it here? Same.
We might as well. Might as well.
All right. Let me just do
Drop off
this.
some beats.
Let me get the batteries. No more. It feels good to not have a chest filled with nothing but dead batteries again. Look at that. Beautiful full batteries. Delicious. Kisses, kisses. Stream Elements has a solid chat bot, to be fair. Pretty easy to sort out. Yeah, I think, I've heard Stream Elements to be recommended for me, but I never actually just took the dive to get into it. I mean, there's a lot of different types of stream tools that you can use, and sometimes it's just like, there's so many, it's like, where do I start? You know, the idea of being overwhelmed by choices. All right, good night, Jess. Thanks for coming by. I'll get that ship out of that ship out of you eventually. Just you wait. At least I know it's one of the major characters. It's not some weird side mutant that only appeared in like one episode or what shit. What ship? Also, I didn't name any of the villain mutants other than Magneto and Sabretooth. So I know it's not the Blob or Toad. I have no clue what you're talking about. I ain't letting this go. Yeah, have a great day, Dave. I know you're just starting your day off, but we're probably all gonna, collapse and get some sleep. You're in the future, Dave. You're in the future. If you're, if you're still there in the future, then, I guess that gives us hope that it's gonna be okay. Isn't that wild, though? Like, on a serious note, I read this somewhere that a person can be born on two opposite sides of the planet, but because the date has changed on one side of the planet, that person that was born, one person will technically be listed as being older than the other person, even though they were born at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I always that's like wild to me.
There's actually been a small push.
Future insert Squidward memes.
There's been a small push to get everybody to go to like
an international time kind of thing.
You hear people say military time, and usually that's just like the way that the time format is written. But I believe it's called like Zulu time or something like that, and it basically this is a clock that is doesn't have time zones. It's just the same throughout the planet. Mm-hmm. And it is primarily used for military operations, so that you say like, yeah, if we're gonna have a meeting between this and this and this all at the same time, then you say like it's gonna be, like 800 Zulu or something like that, and that means it doesn't matter what, you don't need to mm-hmm. do conversion for time zones with daylight saving or any of this bullshit, because it's the same number everywhere,
Well, first off, you're gonna have to call it something better than Zulu time, because Zulu sounds like a currency.
I don't know. I believe that's what it's called, but don't quote me on that. But my point is,
and it would only change, it would go, it would probably start at the international date line, right? I'm guessing.
There's no start. It's literally the entire planet is all on that same number.
Well, doesn't the number ever restart, start a new day?
Well, yeah, of course it does.
And then that would be,
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
I guess it would be either that one place in England, or the international date line.
Maybe, but mm-hmm. Point is, if everybody were to do that, then, are we talking 8 my time or 8 your time or 8 in the morning, or no? If you say it's at this time, then everybody knows that that's the same time, and you can calculate backwards from there, for this person it's going to be middle of the night, mm-hmm. or whatever.
Yeah. You could probably, if you, okay, so when you click on, I only know this, but if you click on what time zone you're in, there's a +7, there's the name of your time zone, and then there's a +7 or a -7. That's basically how many hours it is from the international date line, I'm guessing, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So if everyone knew that number, that would be what you can subtract or add to the Zulu time to get the time that is in your time zone, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right, I'm calling it here. Everyone, Dave and Jess, thanks for coming by. You are cool people. with great taste to come and watch me. I'll look into see if I can get that mortuary system game, and then maybe I can stream it this Saturday, because it looks very scary, and I'm definitely, I'm definitely, Kermit waving his arms around in fear is like how I play those games. Apparently the people like it, so anyway. While you put delivery away? Okay, well, hey man, no, you're keeping me company. So thanks for coming by. And Jess, you sweet Jess, get better. Please feel better. Sorry that you're still dealing with stuff, but I'm glad you're on the mend. Ooh, random thoughts. Space bees. I like that. Galactic bees. Celestial bees! Bees! Okay, I'm done. Have a good night. Or good day.